For me as an actor, it was really just devastating. I credit the fans for almost forcing me to take another look at the
I
Ghostbusters.
was really interested to hear the mentions of Winston's backstory and how he had this military connection, and obviously yourself, you had a military connection as well. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about what the character was like on the page when you first read the script, and did you initially have an instant take on this guy and who this type of guy was?
When I first got the script, it was the most amazing script, and I thought I was a single dad at the time. You know, the rent was due, and I needed the job, and I felt that if I get this role, it's going to change my world. I mean, it was so amazing. And the guy came in the very beginning of the film, and then the night before we were to shoot, all that changed. The character was cut way back. I was the one who thought of the Marshmallow Man, a lot of the, and I understand the studios now that I'm older,
Hmm.
wanting to make sure that the guys who they've invested a lot of money in had things to play with. So all of those bits were given to other people. Also, I think the studio, they had in mind Eddie Murphy, who was well established. I'm sure if Eddie Murphy had done the role, it would be a very different role.
Hmm.
But for me as an actor, it was really just devastating. And it took me a long time. Actually, I credit the fans for almost forcing me to revisit and take another look at the Ghostbusters because, yeah, it was Winston. You know, he came in, he had all this military training, and he was a guy who was sort of the sensible guy who sort of held the thing together. And then when the script ended up being the way it was an adjustment. And I think it's the fans who really embraced Winston.
Mm.
In fact, I've talked to a couple of the studio, well, a couple of people who felt like almost a little surprised